Hello.
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 Place your bets now. I was going to say, is the train already there when the DPS get out anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes back once the first people get out. So I've been thinking to wait and not get out immediately once I'm done with my ghost.
The question is it triggered when the ghost dies or when you exit?
It's not. It's just a time zone.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I thought it was whenever the first person gets out.
Ah, yeah, it's only if you kill it quickly, then it forces it.
The monk is DC.
That's a good start.
You good, Raya?
Via, stop staying in my ass.
Well, the other healers probably won't be ready for that awkward swap, so then I'll just do it.
Alright, that's fine.
I don't know if you usually rely on any other healing there.
I usually throw the tank taking at a shield. Oh, we don't actually have to delete any. It's handy. And we didn't have to put it back. Yeah, he's gone.
Remorse.
That's gonna hurt me.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I'm really curious, did the monk walk off or what?
I didn't see it.
Control ghost?
He walked off on my screen.
There it goes.
Tether ghost.
Moving towards melee range.
Nope.
Okay, I'm having loading issues. No mind, there you go.
I'm good on mana.
Okay.
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 That's it.
I just wipe it. Getting up. Could really use tactician if you have it, please.
Remorse.
Hang it.
Okay, jump.
Yeah. I'm getting some really fucking weird lag.
It's not Final Fantasy 15 downloading, is it?
Not downloading, unpacking. It's actually cancelled it. It must have detected it was thing. Let me quickly go over it, make sure. Yeah, it's paused it. Update suspended. Yeah, the first time I lagged out, was like statuses were appearing on bars, but with blank icons. And when I walked off then, I was in mid-air. I've lowered my graphics as well. Jesus Christ, that eased up a lot. Oh, the jaggy. Oh god, that moves a lot smoother.
Hit them
Jump
long.
off. Jump off.
Why though?
Don't ask me.
Welp.
Is that something Pathfinder just does? Always kill the back one?
No idea.
No, usually pugs try not to kill any of the ghosts ever.
What?
Yeah,
That makes no sense.
Okay then. Like that would have been preferred to them disengaging to kill the back one.
uh-oh, Furby's into some stuff.
What?
Furby responded jokingly to your cast-mouth, to your comment.
Oh my.
It's only doable if you just douched. Otherwise, there's a good chance you'll get sick. They do it in porn, but that's because they're breaking to douche like every 3 minutes.
With their bleached anuses.
They seem to have walked off on the first pull. Pretty sure they spawned went after the ghosts and then walked into a box without looking. That's the only way I can understand how they died after they got out. I'm pretty sure the spawn point is not close to any box. It doesn't spawn you in a box.
Unless they mistimed a shoulder tackle through one that spawned up front. But
You can't shoulder tackle from back there.
You can once you move up a bit.
yeah, if you move forward spamming your a gap closer, it could drag you through it. But that'd be a case of, you can see it spawning, don't do it. Or sprint into it quicker.
That's what I mean, they must have just walked forward without even looking if a box is about to spawn.
There's a reason why I booted them instead of them leaving.
Oh, okay, I thought they left on their own.
No, I just kind of watched him run back. Like, he's not actually gonna do that, is he? Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah, I thought he was just moving back a bit so we don't have the whole front area overlapped. Okay. Then I turned my camera and saw the other ghost dying.
Yeah.
I can't lock anything down, Sid, so hopefully you lot high.
Like those with us with all your weapons won't roll on it, but
To be fair, if we don't get it this week, next week will people get their pity weapons from normal?
awesome. Next week is Eureka.
Is it? Oh, cool.
Yep, 13th.
Ideally, we'd have Sid get it this week, though, since he got the polish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask, does anyone have any red gathering scripts they're not using and don't mind donating?
Probably. What do you need?
Tier 4 perception materia. Literally, that's all I need, as many as humanly possible. That's all I need to
I'll
finish
check
off my melts.
I'll check whenever I'm back on Keaton.
That's fine.
You said perception, what level?
T4. Other than my tools, my gather is almost fully melded.
You're not gonna use it in grade 5?
To be honest, T6 and T5 materia are overkill. T5s and T4 will get you by on all but, you know, cutting edge stuff when the next tier comes out. Even then, you'll be able to get by on it.
Really? Tier 5 and 4s give you enough to get over the 1200 perception goal?
I'm at 1333 right now. If you've got a link to the thing I posted, I actually, if you want to look at melding your own crafters and gatherers, I put up some melding things.
The only thing I care about is fishing. I don't care about the other two.
That's why I've also got a fishing section just for that, because I'm actually going to be doing some pieces just for Fisher.
I'm gonna be AFK a few minutes, sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the augmented yellow script stuff. That should be enough to get me everything.
Belt on the right side.
If I ever want to melt those.
You may want to, because you'll want them for the extra stat.
Unless once they add more big fish, they have a higher gathering requirement. I think I'm good on stats.
Don't forget the whatchamacallit, I forgot the fucking name of the octopus. That's the equivalent to the 1-star gathering nodes. So yeah, that's going to get away a lot.
They haven't gotten away from me once so far.
Unless they completely fucking nerfed it. which wouldn't surprise me considering you could go from 60 to 70 in your Heavensward gear.
Yeah, for the Takoyaki, the octopus.
Yeah.
I mean, the augmented Tackle King stuff gives you over 1,000 gathering.
Not bad. Yeah, it's like my current stats, and I think I'll be getting a little bit extra. No, I won't be getting any extra. Yeah, I'll be getting a little bit extra gathering, but it's like I've got 1,138. So yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, you only have like 80 more on me.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm surprised you add if you want at the end there, you know.
It's 5. If they're gonna do ass to mouth stuff like that monk, I can't call out to save them.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Are you the samurai or the scholar?
I'm the scholar.
Right.
So Fire's AFK. Was AFK. Oh my.
Fire, please. He's a child. Also, welcome.
Hello.
I haven't cleared 7 on this character, but I can do it.
Yeah, that's fine. Care more about people having the ability to clear rather than having already got the clear.
No bonus is my favorite meme. It's like the ultimate red flag.
My favorite meme is still Skip Soar.
Skip. I wouldn't care about skipping Soar if most of the player base could actually do Soar.
Hmm.
Sad thing is it's just picking spots and you can walk into.
Yeah.
There's 2 spots that needed to adjust based on what it did, and then 2 of them which were just 100% fixed.
I think
That was
people.
why you'd always. That was why you'd always see the ones where party leaders were like, "This one is locked. It's mine." Off. Because that's the one you didn't have to actually care about knowing anything.
That's why you just have the tank stack. They've got the health.
No, it wasn't that. It was you needed the 6 DPS. Sorry. the 4
yeah.
DPS. Even with tanks, it was always you had the 2 tank stack, the DPS spread out, and I think one of the healers gone. But whatever.
You just have the healer stack.
The only thing we do that's sort of different is when the 4 ghosts spawn, we have the healer sprint up front and delete the front one. I'm told pugs just don't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is odd.
that would mean you have to do the second remorse without your cast. So I don't think it will be up in time.
No, it
Or is it?
won't. If you use it for the... I've just started doing all of the side knocks.
That's
while
why
using it.
that's why we have the healers do it in the first place, because the DPS can't always initiate it, since they need to stay on for what it's called, remorse. I don't sure past the remorse is either.
can leave both up.
Oh, sorry, we usually just put them in the middle.
Remorse.
Trolling ghosts.
You guys just gonna leave the tank one up, players?
Yes.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Teta Ghost.
Moving back a little bit. Just
We
until
don't
that.
do the ghost cheese because Albus and I are both slow loaders, sorry.
And I need to move for that.
I meant the, this thing. Having the
Oh.
tank circle up. Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
I was just saying before I forget in 2 minutes. Then we have both you guys on.
You got an MP, Sid?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right, remember we have to actually do these. Remorse up next. And they do it without shotguns.
Tether Ghosts.
I lied, I'm sorry.
You're terrible. Moving up to melee range.
And next will be the Remorse, I'm sure. Just the Remorse.
So,
Nobody fell off, it's fine.
You want healing spirit up here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even make it in time. Sorry. Or we
It's
mitigate
fine.
everything else.
Alright, we'll have to deal with this piece of shit when we do things.
down the middle. Oh, angle right, angle right.
They got me, so.
It's alright.
Tether Ghosts. Remember we have the Ghost in front, so try to place them somewhere where they're not very accessible.
It's alright.
That works.
Tank swap.
I'll be out in a sec, take care of the party.
Can swap. Using all my cooldown that I can. Save me!
If I'm not. Yeah, so that's why we save Surecast, because we can
Yeah.
stand a bit closer. So it spawns further up front.
Oh, that was Tether Ghost. Why'd I get grabbed?
You may have been too close to it.
Just patrolling.
Oh, I didn't notice them. That's my bad.
Yeah, so that's why I called angle right.
Yeah, if you save Surecast, you can be around here.
Yeah, I usually aim, like if there's two at the back, well yeah, there's no thing, so you can probably be about halfway this
I'm
section.
sure they understand. Let's not spend 10 minutes explaining that.
No, I was looking at it myself as well.
You can stay at max casting range and not get killed.
Careful, there's just one back left. We're good.
Remorse?
Rolling Ghost.
Whoops.
Tether Ghost. Rope. Safe Sid.
He's fine.
Okay. Where do you want me to pull these since we have those two in the middle? Just keep them here?
As long as things aren't overlapping, it's fine.
Spread out a bit instead of having all the DPS on one side.
Healers will be out one tick later due to the health buff.
How dare you? Oh, fuck off, Ghost.
Did it live with 1%?
Not even 1%.
No.
Watch the boxes.
Please kill the one up front when we get lights. Tank buster.
Heap.
Tether Ghosts. We only have one light.
It's closest to the room behind. So that was my cock last time.
My ghost just didn't make it in time. Because it spawned all the way at the back.
Alright, you need to keep it a little further back from there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, damn.
Remorse.
Line up.
Troll is about to spawn.
Angle left.
Tether ghosts. Swap.
Tank prep. We're gonna get a box up front, so try your best.
The ghost.
Put the lights in not terrible places.
Ah, fuck.
I'll get the warrior.
My figure of eight didn't work. That's alright.
Please be careful, guys.
Yeah, I tried to bring my light to the other side. Didn't make it in time.
If you need to do something like that, run up against the other ghost, like against it, because there's space between them. Kill the one up front. Remorse.
Ghost. Full ghost.
Far front is clear.
Ghost. Want me to take them? Okay.
Tank Buster, we always forget about.
That one I actually remembered, I just didn't have the boss focus targeted.
Is that a ghost?
Remember to keep it a little bit back. Never mind.
That's fine.
I'll do them all the way.
Almost. I'm gonna try something here.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna home bang head on?
Yes.
Not while main tanking, you're not.
Okay, I'm not then.
That's way too much healer stress if you're main tanking. If you weren't main tanking, it would be fine. Against the box is completely silly.
Yeah.
Hold still here.
Tether Ghost.
Tank Buster and Aspirin. I'll raise, take care of the tank. Why not? We're gonna get a box up front. The next Tether Ghost. Gonna place my Mercedes.
Right. One escaped.
Remember, no Tank Buster here?
There is a Tank Buster.
Oh, but there is no Acid Rain, I mean.
The Acid Rain is there, it just comes first. As opposed to after.
So about
Nicely done.
completely derped on that one.
Healing and striking.
Congrats if you need those.
Yeah. Do healers need those?
I have them.
Need them, book? Okay, and then do you need the belt, Ellie? Ellie, yes, no?
Let me check real quick.
It would be. The tome one is tenacity and skill speed. The grade one is, I think, dev and skill speed.
I think the list I've got listed is yeah, most definitely if that's the stat.
I just remember looking and being like, fuck, I have to spend pages on this shit.
I think for reminding me I'm gonna have to start spending pages on that as I have no accessories I can get for White Mage, though I bought one of them. So the two stats you want is what here?
Can you do the Typhoon book?
Yeah, sure. And you want me to be pink for the lullaby too, right?
Yep.
Yep, right. Cool.
Yeah, I'll have yellow for Lullaby.
You guys do just the one spot, so I have to do one pepper, right?
Oh, actually, wait, give me a second. I have
We
enough
did.
pages for the belt.
We just do Southwest.
Yeah, we only punt the one away, there's no reason to punt more than one.
Rejoice said I can buy the belt with pages, so it's all yours when it drops.
I've been in normal mode groups where they want to knock away all the middle ones.
Yeah,
and
that's
have
just
everybody
what...
stuck in the middle. I'm just like, no, I'm just standing here. You can raise me if I die. You'll learn.
I've had normal runs where literally the person who went for it early claimed it, everyone stacked in that corner, and guess what they did knock back?
The corner one.
Yep. So they punted us in, why didn't you go to the safe spots? Because you didn't clear it.
But here's the real thing. Did they punt all of them into the safe spot?
1 or 2 extra ended up there.
Fun times.
Though it seems to be weird as well, because you'll get quite a few people clearing salvage of that now, so you'll get somebody who does only punt the one, gets it down, then somebody bitches they didn't clear enough. It's like, you need to move one of them.
Or just only stand in one. It won't kill you.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I'm
And
always
not
in
killing
a... Yeah, I'm always in a mixed mind. I wish they would put some form of don't stand in the shit penalty.
Help, my GCD cap's getting faster. Help.
What's
It
that
won't-
now?
It wouldn't help anything though if they did.
And,
It's clear the player base doesn't care. They would just blame other people or blame the game.
yeah. I'm actually enjoying normal mode this time round. I may keep doing it. I kept doing Alex for a while, and yeah, that actually helped when I started leveling my warrior. Oh,
I'm glad you enjoy it. I don't want to do 7 normal ever again.
7 normal as healer gives me a fucking... it does my head in.
It gives me an aneurysm as main tank when the off tank doesn't bring the ads to the boss. Like all the way across the world.
When I did 7 normal on Adrian, everybody got 3 or 4 stacks except for me, and I was the one with the bonus. So in the end, I just let the cutscene play to shame them all. Aldous, are you there?
I'm there, sorry, I had to melt the belt.
You and your balls.
Oh yeah, speaking of... you know, before you were on about me melding my tank accessories, even though I don't main tank anymore, that equates to 5 more strength. That 5 more strength is constant, I don't have to think about. I keep forgetting to press cleric stance.
One day you'll remember Castans. It adds up, I promise. Because it's not like the DPS you look at the end is what you're getting in addition to, because your DPS goes up in hills and valleys. You use it on those hills, so you're getting the bigger number buffs.
So for White Mage, that means I use it on my dots, and that's about it. Because
So-
that's... yeah, because they're the ones that are more... the higher
You'd
DPS
wanna-
per GCD.
You'd want it going out with Trick Attack and Full Requiem, etc. Thingy, what's it called? Something Tactics with the scholar in the group.
Yeah.
Which color does Bookworm get for Siren? Okay.
He's doing Typhon, so he gets pink. I'm sorry, red.
It's like red.
Sure, it's red.
If you mouse over it, it's called red.
Technically, my gear is dyed red. Technically.
Orange is a shade of red. Well, in some languages, there's actually not a different... yeah,
Yeah,
there's...
stack up for the spread, please.
It's not red, Sid. The game just says it's red.
What damage?
Alright, we have the range stand in the first tornado, so the tank doesn't have to deal. We'll live, I promise. All ranged and healer.
So I remember to press G on this.
Stand with me for painkiller, Helen.
Yeah, we just have the melee stand on one side and the tanks on the other, so neither engage. So you'll be near the wall with fire if you get tethered. Healer tethers out. Look away from her tits.
But they're so soft.
You don't know that.
They shoot lasers. I'm pretty sure he's a combat mentality.
The end raid weapons are diamond weapons, so better myths than
Right, no rock for this one, correct? Right, so I don't have to bother picking it up.
We're in the south corner. I don't know if that's even to go in this corner. Alright, those areas.
And don't forget that.
It's not ink power, I won't forget it.
If you get kissed, give it to Sid. He's on the other side of the boss.
Next thing to know will be the stack with healer tether. Healer tether is out.
Got it.
Do you get charmed?
No, I was doing my cure through here again. I need to stop doing that. Better than being late on the cure through, I suppose. Wow.
Just make Eos heal it.
To the corner.
Make sure you stay in the corner. We'll get tethers, and then we'll be painting Siren. Make sure you get your proper colors. In case it's not a given, you don't have to care about Siren on. Okay. Oh, I think I was too early. I was. I'm bad, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm lagging a bit.
So we're all dead a bit. Curiosity. Yep, Benny doesn't do anything.
I'm a terrible person, sorry. It doesn't clear with death either, by the way. If you get raised back up, you still have it.
No
That was
problem.
weird though. It felt like it was longer than usual to come out. Usually it's like the tethers go off. It's there.
Hello?
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 Okay, it seems to have fixed itself. I hope.
Don't forget your paint balance.
Alright, I'm moving forward.
Also Vire and Aerial are missing. Protect. The other tether's gonna come up soon. Followed by DPS and tank tethers.
Stratagem on the feather.
Oops.
Big oops.
Elvio will be so sad.
Go away, fella.
Yeah, I did there. I was a bit early for that.
I'm not a sheep, but okay.
One of these days, Cad.
Just pretend her tits are dead rats. That'll give you a reason to kill them. Remember when you get the water and flame? And stay in the corner.
Guess what? Gets pick up.
I'll raise.
Switch into tank stance.
Remember to get your proper colors.
Are you gonna raise Cad?
Oh, did not go off.
It's not on. No, it didn't go off.
Okay.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure if I was lagging out then because I saw one tether was around for a long time.
How much did it hit you for?
It didn't.
Wait, did he auto before the tank buster could go off?
The tank buster, yeah, and the pit target was killed by it, so it never went off.
Putting I'll raise on the quotes of things Cena said. Alright, moving forward. Does using Equilibrium here even get hate on
Yes.
the boss?
I do
As
it
long
wrong.
as long as she's on your hate list, it will get hate. On your enemy list.
I got I get the best side.
We live.
Yeah. I'm just playing terribly.
It's not like you failed at raising or anything.
I almost failed at healing.
Oh god,
You like
this...
Heather? Then look
I
at the
could,
tip.
I could be so evil right now, Cat, but I won't.
Don't you dare shirk me.
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
I'm about to look back at him.
Guess they failed at healing, so same as every raid day.
Fucker.
You know, I'm only joking.
Just one there. Healer, tether, and stack of the next notable things.
Tank Buster isn't even notable anymore.
It's just new variation for the same thing.
I'm glad that no one's gonna mention the fact that I just got hysteria while staring at the boss.
I saw. You're young, it's normal for you to have trouble looking away from tanks. Alright,
Getting up.
Get rid.
Resin, keep the tanks up.
I'll switch to tank stance.
What color do you need me to do pain or something?
no, I'll be fine. Okay. Double howl. Another. Another tank buster.
Got him.
Give the Kestis in. Remember, we need the rock trails.
Yeah.
Wait until the puddles are spawned before moving. Back into the corner.
And we're gonna bait the first set of AoEs here. And then when we dodge them, we're gonna wait and move back here. After the second one is done. With the stack. Wait out. Now move back to the corner. There's gonna be some tethers and a kiss in the road. Or something like that.
But there's a tank. At us.
There's the tethers. Kiss is on there. Go give it to Sid. And watch out for the wave. That was a dangerous displacement.
I know there's a tank buster here somewhere.
Once upon a time I knew this, right?
It's now?
Maybe. There
Yeah,
it
there
is.
it is. All the tank busters after the siren are based. I always forget when they happen.
Comes in, damn your crit had low spread, making my medic 2 look like massive overhealing.
I promise I'll get the water this time.
I might remember myself.
Sid is gonna get the thing that's living down. The chasing rock areas are gonna happen.
Give it a tether.
Oh, right. Oh, there's the rock areas. Oh.
What? Sure, game, whatever you say.
Spread. You damn hetero and bisexual.
I was taking no risks, I was playing terribly that run.
Sorry for making that much harder than it needed to be.
Gloves and that piece.
I do not want those if you do.
Think you have that one already, Sid? If I remember right.
Do you guys mind if we give Sid the tombstone? He won the polish last week when we had to pug. It's awkward.
So I'm fine either way. Next week we get force fed them anyway. So I've passed. I've passed on them. I'm a dirty casual, the stack's pie.
You're loading this hands book? Okay, Ellie, do you guys mind if we give Sid the tombstone? Sorry, it's not the polished he won, it's the... whatever the weapon upgrade is.
Roborand again, I think. A solvent.
Book, did you mind?
Huh? Sorry?
Or the tombstone, do you mind if we give it to...
Oh yeah, I already passed.
Alright, did everybody else pass?
Yep.
Please may pass on it, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I assume we resolved the headpiece.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
please roll. Nice, that's the best in slots in one day.
Nice. Do you mind if I have 5 minutes to go wake myself up?
Sure.
I
Sorry,
don't
this
wanna
has been a bit rough, you two. For Buck and Ellie.
give me 2 seconds.
Means I actually have time to try for this Alyssa prawn window. I know I shouldn't. I'll just make people wait. Alright, thank you for coming.
I'll miss them. A samurai that actually wants to LB. It's a good thing.
Do you really need your Huton and Ninke from auto attacks? Do you?
And to not ever lose Shadow Fang ticks.
Yeah, I know.
Granted, it's less awkward for Ninja than it is Monk or Dragoon.
Yeah. Although Monk, I mean, like,
Monk, you can do it if there's an AoE that goes out.
Monk, if you do it right after you were on the part of your rotation where you just re-up Dragon Kick Twin Snakes, then you're fine. But like, if it comes up and you're like at the part where you do Boot Shy and True Strike, you're kind of boned.
Can't believe Sid is gonna outbeat me in DPS now with the 370 weapon. Dark Knight pulls some good DPS. Also, I'm a bad warrior, so I don't pull good DPS.
I think you do pretty good.
You mean on last week's clear, Sid?
I'm back.
Because you died twice there, so... Oh.
To be fair, you have to disengage there for the second puddle there.
Oh, if you're disgusting deck postage and
bit.
thing. Yeah.
I can't lock anything since we have 2 pugs, so...
Let me just
Not
check.
high people.
You can expand the melee slot if you want, because I already got the enhance from this, so like the most important thing for me is the weave, or whatever it is, for the weapon upgrade.
Let's see if we get anyone quick. I'd rather have people on the stronger jobs in case we get somebody who's not as strong.
Yeah, that will take a while. Wait, 5 weaves? You need your entire best in slot left side is Tome Gear?
Ouch.
Huh.
Wait. For tank? I thought the
Not for
tanks...
Paladin. I don't know about Dark Knight.
Yeah, I thought you want to be at least dodging tenacity.
Warrior has 3 tome pieces.
Though I saw one of the best in slots that were posted did include a tenacity piece for Warrior.
Probably because either to get skill speed for certain GCD or because it had crit.
I don't think it did. I think it was. I can't remember which piece it was though. Maybe in the head. So I suppose it's crit main over det, but then again, det still. I suppose crit tenacity might be probably det speed because, yeah.
It could be a skill speed breakpoint too. Thing.
Yeah.
I think it was actually avoiding having too much speed because only aiming to have a certain amount.
I mean, the best in slot I go for, like one of the ones on Reddit, goes for 2.38 GCD.
What
So-
speed is that at?
That's about 1 second. Let me open it again.
Yeah, because I've got one that's just shy of 1600 speed. But that's one I put together myself.
The 2.38 skill speed has GCD has 1126 skill speed.
So it's opting for tenacity instead of speed.
You
'Cause
get more skill
there's,
speed than tenacity with this person slot. You only
No,
have
as in
800.
you know, they are taking less speed but taking more tenacity because tenacity still functions the same as det, just a lower scale.
I'm looking through my pieces right now, like, I don't see any piece that's like that tenacity skill speed. It's either
No,
tenacity.
as in taking less speed, not as in opting to have it for the speed.
Okay, I misheard you.
I think a good example, I think, is the headpiece. Is it using the diamond headpiece? Because that's crit tenacity.
Yeah, because crit is best stat for warrior.
Yeah, while the thing piece is dead speed.
It's honestly kind of interesting how best stats work out for tanks. Like warrior has crit, Dark Knight can take either crit or directed, I think. And Paladin is just way better with directed, I think, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes, because Dark's hit got dumped on for Warrior because of the Berserk changes.
Yeah. In a release.
Yeah. I mean, looking after all the changes, I can understand why they did it. Berserk was just a slightly modified fight or flight. They want it to be different.
Yep, it was.
It was literally, what was it? More potent, but didn't last as long.
Yeah, 30%, but only 20 seconds.
I'm gonna have way too much speed on Warrior.
You will probably.
Yeah, but when it comes to Warrior gearing, I'm being a bit lazy. I'm just going for, was it max crit followed by speed. And then det. As to be fair, with latency and all that, plus the weird thing that going about speed breakpoints. There's multiple different kinds of breakpoints. Like a good example is how long you connected to the boss or mob. If you don't get an extra GCD in, or the extra speed doesn't do anything.
Dog pile.
That's not a dog there. That's a chocobo.
Generally, you optimize based on being up backwards. You optimize based on being optimal, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Different fights have forced you to peel off a different. Yeah, it's not some. It's one of those weird things. It's not something you can plan around, but it still affects it.
Yeah, I'm basically going for 2.38 GCD because that's the fastest I can get while still being able to double weave.
That's a point. For Black Mage, is spell speed still king?
I think they have a certain number they go for now.
Yeah,
Ah,
at
I know-
some point.
I know a lot do like to just still stack on the spell speed though, because it lets you be a little more mobile.
hmm.
Yeah. Frees up your triple cast as well more.
I was just questioning because I know my FC at the moment, they're trying to prod me to craft food for them. It's kind of like, if you can throw stuff my direction, I can craft it, but I'm still in the process of getting, getting a backlog of materials.
Oh, just noticed I now break 60k while not in Defiance.
Nice.
I think that means I also break 80k in Defiance now.
Plus 25%, you should do.
No, you'll get to around 77k. 78k with food.
Oh yeah,
Something like
because 80k minus 25% is 60. It'd be 80k minus 20% to get X plus 25%.
Hello.
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 Good. Do it.
Just don't walk into the angry lesbians.
I like that pic that guy posted in, was it, she posted in your chit chat? That's the fucking huge thing is eating the missile.
Did you watch the trailer, Fire?
No, I did not.
Oh, why have you not? It's literally worth it just for that bunny. I cannot handle it. Every time I watch it, I piss myself.
Is
North
that
South.
the Racket 12 2 trailer?
Yeah. I'll talk about it when we're in.
Yeah.
Virus is vertical, so Biblo is awkward.
Biblo was accidentally heal out of northwest. As we're with tanks. Tanks are going north. Oh,
I thought we switched it.
virus.
Tanks were going north.
Did we?
For what?
I don't know. I thought tanks were going north on Sunday.
That was due to a cock-up, I believe, but it was saved.
There was, and then Sid said it's better for me if we do this. And then I just kept seeing you guys do it.
Mostly did it because the Scholar always was in place to go southwest.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't run through the DPS by accident if we have it.
Yeah, we tanks northwest, and then healers southwest. Okay, so Biblo, the tanks and melee are going to start north and then go west. Healers and ranged are going to start east and then go south.
Alright.
Like I said, you're weird. For Dataluma circles, hold on, I have numbers. That'll be the first one, the boss will be in the middle. And then for the second one, we just keep him north because he doesn't move till after they go off anyways.
Wait, what? Oh, I see.
And then for the Dataluma laser, point it at A. For the virus, melee hold still before the tethers go off, and the tank and healer will straighten them. After they go off, nommed, you hold still and Vire will touch you. No matter who has it, you hold still, he will touch you. And then just run back in together.
That's right.
Pala, you probably need to say which bombs you get. Prioritize.
2 cents so I don't choke on my food. I'll prioritize south followed by west if you take north followed by east.
Okay.
And usually spreading dots and helping DPS on the west side for the Air Force ads.
Where do I stand for ink?
On the boss's spot.
On-
If
yeah,
I
boss.
understand right.
Straight south?
On the boss's spot, wherever he's
Yeah.
at.
Wherever the boss is facing, you'll be opposite of that. That only really matters if we get Ultros before Virus, because he will just do Ray and then stay where he faced Ray.
Have I missed anything important? I feel like I do.
Did you mention that I pulled the boss back here in the beginning?
Oh yeah, at the start we just pull them kind of up here, and the melee can stay on the boss the whole time with their atomic rays, instead of having to
Yeah.
break off.
We'll pull the boss away from the race so you can stay on it.
Yeah, I'll have him facing south to start, and after he casts Ray, he'll be pointed north.
So if you want to throw a true north in there for your positionals.
They probably have more important points to use.
Yeah. Probably. But yeah, let's see how this goes.
So you can just stay on here. And the boss is gonna move up. That'll
It's knockback.
Oh.
I'll get Albus with Benediction for this tank buster.
Greater than demon circles. Remember the range, you're gonna start east and go south, melee north, then go west.
It's Air Force. Missiles have spawned. Just gonna keep him here. Ray and Ink next.
I was like, oh god, where are they going?
Oh, he's looking diagonally for the
Ultros will be at B. Sorry, not B, C. So it's fine here. We'll move to the north side of the boss after Tentacle Slime. Then we'll move to B.
Remember to silence Ultros. Move to B.
You got him.
Get him centered, fire.
All percent.
Alright.
You may stand a little under the boss.
It's not perfectly centered, so watch for that.
Thanks.
CAD.
Yeah, sorry.
You have time to move there.
Do you guys have like a set thing?
Vala will come get it.
Provoke.
Vala will come get it, but you don't need to do anything with it.
Okay.
They'll go Sid, then Albus, and then if he needs to.
Pass.
I'm gonna have to pass it to Yui now.
Okay, I'm here. Beam, make sure you dodge this around the boss instead of way back. Get away from where everyone was standing.
Sid doesn't even give a fuck about the beam there.
I was really hoping I was out of it.
It's fine.
Be very far.
But still. He's
He
gonna
will
do
pick.
Air Force when he loads.
Tank buster.
And a beam, I think. Maybe Diffractor. Make sure you get
Comes
away.
here first.
Hold still.
Ads have spawned.
Careful with the bomb. Make sure DPS are top.
It'll be either Dataluma or Demon.
Dataluma. Knockback.
Remember your spot. You'll put your thingy in the same direction as your circle.
Missiles have spawned.
Watch out for angry lesbians.
Nice.
Nicely done.
There's going to be Prey and Ray, and then the Prey will tick just before the Factor. If you're wondering why I call them angry lesbians, it's because I had a friend in high school who was a lesbian, and one day she got really angry and ripped the locker off its hinges. She was like as skinny as me too, so it's kind of scary. I feel like it's equal to those missiles.
Demons?
Missiles?
Remember we do this one fast?
Hold still.
I'm slide in the corner, that is still in the puddles. I have enough.
Got a crit.
Once he pops Living Dead, make sure you let it trigger.
Living Dead is used, let it trigger. It's triggered.
Don't hear them
Prey
out
is
of it.
on. I can't see who me.
Safe fire.
Fire? What?
Why are we saving
Uh,
It's gonna
I
be
said
Ray,
wrong.
and then Diffractor before it kicks again.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got him tagged during that.
Never aim.
Think. Spread. Spread. Spread.
Get in.
Fast. Also, as will spawn a D. Not for like a year. Just spread your atomic rays away from the boss. Ariel, I'll go fire.
Oh.
Watch out up front.
Should
Okay.
be fine. Save Ina.
He's fine, there's some damage going out.
Yes, there is. Alright, move to the north side of the boss.
Make sure Ultros gets silenced.
And we'll move to C corner. Balance.
Silent.
I mean, the boss is at 1%. The boss is at 1%.
Yeah.
Cooldowns.
Make sure
Watch the
we live.
missiles.
Watch the missiles. Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Just kill the boss.
No. Guys, please.
Sorry.
That shouldn't happen.
Other than that, not a bad run.
Now that you said it, we're gonna wipe to phase 1.
No, shh.
its demons. Knockback. Ink after it. Get your positions.
Bet I scared someone. Never silent.
And I move towards C. Will be Air Force next.
Get away.
Missiles have spawned. Ray.
And then ink. No way, we already had it.
We already had ink. Virus.
Stop judging me.
Zoe melees.
Dump on me if it gets close. Don't drop.
Base on area.
We'll have to LB once he gets back down.
Move away from where everyone was.
43 without LB. Jeez.
And 3 of the DPS out of range.
I fall.
Okay. I forgive you. Stop getting paralyzed while we're deeping.
Gonna move him.
It's
Oh.
ink coming up.
After plasma.
I thought it was off another.
I'll wait until the ink cast to get up.
Top
You can
and
just take it now.
I moved, you can take it.
I'll provoke
I'm
after
right.
tentacles. Tentacles. Oh,
Those are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm lagging. I don't know what's going on.
okay, don't be near the boss.
no.
Just wipe
Just
it.
wipe it.
That was different. Sorry. How much did that hit you for, Albus? You just kind of exploded.
Above 60k. Yeah, Vengeance was a second too late, I think.
Ah, okay. I think my shield was a bit late as well.
Yeah, everything was... It registers going on me, but the damage had already locked in.
It already snapshotted.
That's what I normally do. Just forgot this time. Praise an aerial. It's demons. Knockback. ink after Ray.
There's one on the side. Oh, never mind. There's one in front.
Don't scare me like this. Silence. Yeah, first neck. Missiles have spawned. He's a bit more forward.
Aye.
Virus. Up your tether.
I'll grab it off you now. Off you.
Did you nearly explode us?
Yes, I thought I saw it 1 second.
Won't have to swap.
Watch out for the laser. Get away from where everyone was.
Careful not to batter.
When he comes back down, it will be ultras.
First
And
there will
hold
be a plasma, so
Hold still.
stay
Hold
close.
still.
I use the tank buster to move him up here. Plasma. And now ink. And get in for tentacles.
Spread your atomic rays around.
Should I even be blocking the line?
Just anywhere away from the blast. It's not on
Just
top of
not
the
in melee range.
Yeah, we never really made fixed spaces for that. Since you
Right.
have the whole arena. O8s is going to spawn at B. Remember to silence him. And move to the north side of the boss before he spawns. We'll move towards the sea. Remember silence. Do not walk into the angry lesbians.
Watch the missiles coming from B.
There's
Just
someone
one.
through the bus. Like one's inside the bus right now.
Yeah, one's in the boss. Watch out, Sid.
Close. But good.
Alright, moving in position after.
Here.
Demon circle.
Demons.
Remember to do them quick. Hold still.
I'll pop some cooldowns during this.
It's alright.
Living
Dead
dead.
is active. Yeah,
Let
that's
it
fine.
trigger.
It's
It
triggered.
triggered.
Saved.
I don't have X code for this one.
It's alright.
Should be fine.
Ray. And then Ray is gonna tick just before it's active.
I'm moving him.
Which one is the next one?
That'll run.
Knockback. Okay, he's loading. Have your knockback communities ready.
Hold still.
Missiles are spawning.
Same thing with the prey again. Prey is on me.
Ray.
Air Force.
Don't get hit by this.
Get away.
Hold still. Albus, remember to use the tank buster to reposition him. Please do your ads. You probably won't die first.
Play it safe and do your ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'd like people in their corners in case they bleed.
Nicely done.
The overall.
Yes.
Oh look, more healing pins.
And aiming
And more
pants.
aiming pins.
Did I put them on my list? I can't remember. Yes.
You need
no.
them, right, Vala?
Pardon?
You need those, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Right, best of luck if you're lotting on them.
For now, for Nound and Book, would you guys mind if we keep the solvent and static?
Which items do you want?
The solvent and
Yeah.
our static. You guys are both okay with it?
Yeah, I already
Cool.
passed everything.
Alright
Then
then,
possible leave as well.
No, go ahead and lot the weave.
I'm
Do you
gonna.
want me to pass on the bar pants?
No, go ahead and lot the bard pants. It would be you, me, and Vire on that. Thought what, Ariel? Have you gotten a weave yet? No, you haven't, so yeah, go ahead. So Vire and I on the solvent. And then anybody who has something to use the weave on, except for Vala.
Yeah, I passed on them, so I got our first two.
You want me to pass on weave since I want pants? I'm fine with it.
No, go ahead and lot the weave.
Okay.
The solvent we want to keep. And Vala, did you lot the pants?
I did. Yay, new trousers. Time to.
Alright, we only have 30 minutes left, so I don't know if that's worth it to go
No.
until 4.
Have you guys beat Kefka?
No. Some of us
No.
have been to Enrage, others are working on the second tower.
I didn't even notice the time. That's probably a good thing.
Would
Hey,
have
we
been
cleared,
sooner if I didn't derp it up in 2.
It's alright.
but hey, we cleared 7 on Tuesday for once. Go us.
Yeah, I can stick around if you guys want to prog Kefka.
Do the two of you want to stick around for 30 minutes? The wipe too?
I'm fine with it if you want me to.
Well, it's your call, I don't want to force you to.
I'll do it. Fine.
Alright, just give me 2 minutes.
Gotta upgrade your rapier.
Need to switch back to Vid too, because I keep forgetting to do that. I switched out after that one where we watched it drop dead and it didn't count.
Hmm.
I think now you're good to go back to it for Kefka.
Well, even then, it's less than a 1%.
Yeah,
difference.
you really do want
Yeah,
Vit,
I
because
know,
it's not
I
even just for
know.
Kefka, it's for God.
Oh, I know. We had a wipe before we got our first clear where we watched Guardian drop dead as the Enrage went off and it didn't count.
Yeah.
Oh.
Enrage went through us as he died, and because it killed all of us
Oof.
before it triggered him
Yeah.
dying, yeah.
The server said no.
That was
So-
our God Kefka clear, but then we had like 2 people left over
Ouch.
or something.
Yeah. I've seen some world first clear screenshots where half the party was alive because it was going through their party.
Yeah, it was going through the list.
Do I have to dig out our Kalia screenshot?
Which one?
Kalia?
Kalia. I can't remember.
The Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what was the.
We were all dead and it was dead.
I
I
remember.
think Rika was yelling at you to kill it.
No. What you're thinking of is turn 9
Yeah.
Savage. Where both the healers exploded and Vid spent the whole time screaming kill it.
Yeah. yeah, it's the Dragonfire dive, not Dalama dive. Oh wait,
Healer, everybody stack in. Oh wait.
And
Healers
the
explode at
only people that
9%.
friggin' buffer tanked it to 0. Although I do remember, I think it was one of our early ones, turn 6. This was back before they added the whole if your entire party hit 0 HP, it immediately thing. You wait until the boss went idle. Yeah, we were all dead and a dot ticked, which killed it.
That's Kalia you're thinking of.
No, this was definitely turn 6 because I remember it was a case of we shouldn't have killed that, but I'll take it. Although I might be thinking back in a previous
That must
static,
have been-
yeah. Or just
Might have
before you
been the 1
joined.
week before I joined.
No, because that week we had a warrior who insisted on not doing any research, so we said no thank you to him.
No, I remember that week. We killed it reasonably fine with them dead the whole time.
I think next week I'm gonna try something new.
Why don't I like the sound of that?
You're not getting him head on with hate.
I'm not home getting the head on. Like all the
can-
openers. Warrior, I
can-
see some.
You can swap with Sid if you want home gang it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're off tank, it's fine. I mean, it's like, in normal, that's sketchy enough, never mind savage.
What I'm trying is like all the warrior openers I see here for main tanking, just use Tomahawk and Equilibrium in tank stance and then switch to Deliverance immediately.
There it is.
While I just wait until doing a Butcher's Block combo until switching. Gonna see if I can hold hate by not doing that.
I mean, you'll be able to if being fed hate and the DPS at risk of using that, you know, that, I forget the name of the bloody ability now. Division? No.
There's the screenshot.
Oh, you're
I mean,
posting.
DPS should be fine. Also, I think in that rotation you also weave in multiple onslaughts afterwards to increase enmity.
Yeah. Onslaughts while main tanking may as well, as it keeps your head on enmity.
No, not the bad chest piece.
Yeah, I actually remember that now. Jeez, what was...
None. For the first tower, when you get knocked back, you'll be over here with Albus. Then Book, you'll be on the other side with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a reason...
It's on D, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for second tower, Albus and Nomd A, Sid and Byre B, Ariel and Alice C, and then Book and I D.
Yeah. We have
Are you guys doing purple in and then just yellow out? For a second?
And yellow out. I'm not sure what that means, sorry.
Alright, so when you stack on the marker and then the purple puddle hits, the people who had the purple, do they go middle, or are you guys going like set spots?
We have the DPS go inwards, tanks and healers go north-south.
Okay.
I need to give my cat some food real quick. He's
Yeah.
sitting on my keyboard.
And it's not dodgy at all. To have everyone go in.
I think you probably just go in and you say the border of your thing, probably.
Yeah, if you go... Basically, if you go diagonally in, there's enough room, but if you go directly towards the other side, then yeah, you're gonna hit each other.
I haven't seen it done like this. Be interesting.
I think there's one less thing to pay attention to.
we're also still progressing through this, so we might change it if it doesn't work out.
Have you guys seen the third one? You guys have? Oh, some of you have, right?
We haven't yet. We only had last Sunday to really start progressing on this, since we had some travel on 7 that last week.
I wonder. Bloody hell. Almost 56k on White Mage.
You mean 46?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I can't play the tank
If you
HP
had
ping
tank
game.
HP while being a healer, I have questions.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Come
I was
back.
gonna say, Ina, there's a reason I don't remember that. Look at the party list.
Oh, you weren't there.
That may have been during the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when you were maybe switching work hours or something.
Yeah. Because I remember helping a couple of times while I was available, but yeah.
And I think Rika shoot off the warrior to have you back. I remember there was awkwardness with the ninja because he booted her because she couldn't make half her runs or something. And then one day he invited her and then relogged and came back and was like, why did you invite her? It was like,
weaker.
Sometimes I miss the days where I didn't have to care about anything. Just show up and do damage. Now I have to spend all my time in Party Finder looking for random people.
It's
It is
fake.
Spread. It's gonna be fake, so spread. And the thunder is real. To get into the empty spots. I'm dead, sorry.
Okay.
Alright, so so you guys are doing like a line
Yeah, we're in a
stretch
line.
first
We're in a
one.
line.
Okay. The way you explained it, I thought we were doing box for the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought so too.
sorry.
So since I'm C, you mean that I'm like to the left of C, or
For the second tower, you'll be A. No,
yeah, but for the line spread, where
you'll be
You'll
like
be
over here.
here.
Alright, so I'll be
like-
at the very edge. Alright.
And then Book and I will be like here.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be exactly that, but just make sure the two
Yeah,
people.
because just at the start you said C and D, so
As our first time we were doing this, yeah, we just had them lined up at the back, and that's what may have.
It made sense at that point since I was still learning that. Didn't need them for the puddles. Sid. There you go. Dark side.
The sword looks so awkwardly balanced.
Implying it's bad.
Like just the way it sits in my hand. Like, why would I hold a sword this way? It is fake stacked. Stacked. And thunder is real. Friend, you get behind. Light of Judgment. Watch hate now.
I'm fine. I'm not fine. Beep. Yeah, sorry.
It's
Okay.
charging. First one is real. Thunder is real. And Blizzard is fake. Yay.
So clear and in.
Watch the orb if you need to. Cover the thunder
Clear in.
into the blizzard.
Provoke.
Make sure he goes either to the north or the south.
Hyperdrive.
Okay, remember your response. Non, you are at A with Albus, and Book you are D with me. Remember DPS will move inwards, tanks and healers will move north and south.
Watch the side.
And back to your spots.
Area assault.
Lighter judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going if you can. Charging.
Fake.
Stage staff. Ultima. Look at the statue. Look at the statue. D side. And stack. Second. Under his
Fake
face.
Thunder.
Overlap. Ultima. For the people tethered to Maria, you're gonna go to the corner where your marker is. And the other people will all go to the middle.
Which one was that?
The one that turns into Bill Cosby.
Hmm.
Left side is you go to the outside. Right side is you open.
Yeah, if you're tethered to the lady. You go to the corner where your marker is. Look away.
Away.
DPS in. Tanks healers up.
DPS in, tanks healers out.
Make sure you don't have sprint. Oh no.
Look at the
I know it was wrong since we had people.
healer of these trees.
Yep. The light of judgment.
Oh. Not doing anything. I think it's 3 Ultimas now.
No.
No.
There's
No, it's not.
Alright, there's more mechanics.
We'll do another mana charge on the statue thing. Thunder is real. It's gonna be a blizzard. Blizzard is fake.
Clear and in.
And the statue's gonna be going. The statue's gonna happen at the same time this one.
Right after everything resolves, there's a tank first.
Look at the statue. And remember blizzard in, thunder out. And the blizzard, it'll thunder.
Pop cooldowns now.
Proper state as well.
If Living Dead is red, maybe it's the
It wouldn't be.
Oh, it's not terrible though.
And yeah, now it's
Here.
just
This is ultimate
Three.
damage.
yeah, it's only 3.
I think counter points in that time.
It's 4 for dodge check.
And after this one is enrage, I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna go.
Yeah,
attack
he's
again.
got a target.
Oh,
that's it.
you can't even.
Nope.
Bloody hell.
It's like X-Death, he just summons the meteor. But hey, 68%, I think?
There's a lot of deaths. DPS won't be our issue, that's for sure.
Just need to work on those mechanics.
I was playing really bad because I was looking at everything.
Sid, I think I'll just, after the second set of statue mechanics with the puddles, I think I'll provoke it and take it back. And then just keep it for the rest of the fight.
Does anybody have anything they're not really sure about? Looks like Sid's disconnecting.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'll just
That is-
said my name and immediately nothing.
Yeah, I was just saying I'll provoke it after we deal with the puddles and the arrow assault, and then just keep it.
It's booted, you said.
Alright.
So anything anybody doesn't understand completely? The third statue looked a bit wonky, but I'm not sure if that was just people not being ready.
I was just called tanks out, and because with people dead, I actually got sleeped.
Well, even then, we had a lot of people together. So what happens is if you're tethered to the lady, Maria, she's going to turn you into Bill Cosby. You're going to go after the sleeping people. If you're a sleeping person, you need to be in the middle. If you're going to be Bill Cosby, you need to be on the outside where your marker is. So I would be here, for example, same with Book. And then Bala would be there where he is. And that gives it enough time that you won't make it to anyone else.
Just make sure you don't have sprint popped.
Yeah. Otherwise, you will slap somebody violently.
Yeah. Do you want indication what team mechanic you have? If the left side will be the aggro, the right is the sleep.
Before that goes off too, you can move them towards the middle so people have more room to do whatever the statue is doing.
During that, while the tether is out, you mean?
No, before the statue comes up, or when it is coming.
Okay.
Because like if we're all up here and the AoEs go out and we can't look at the statue, that can be tricky for people to get out of the AoEs.
Okay, I think he doesn't do another arrow assault after that one, so I
No.
can just pull it to the middle after that.
Oh, you don't want it in the middle for the mana charge because it gets awkward there.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll wait until after the mana charge.
One
You
thing,
don't have to move them all that much at all.
yeah. Just as long as he's not like, we're not all like clumped up on the edge. Especially since I know we have a couple people on PS4 and I don't think you can strafe with the controller, can you? Without locking on?
I think it depends. Can you change the camera settings on PS4? I assume you can.
You have a lot of time to get your position, like a lot of time. Like once you're
Yeah.
confident with it, you notice you have like tiny.
It's not getting to the position, it's if you need to look away from the statue.
Well, you can easily look when you just look sideways.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. If you're using a controller, you can't do the sideways run. You have to turn.
No, as in like you can just look sideways, as long as you're not looking north.
As in, like, you can
Right.
turn the camera
You can
to
look east,
face
west, or
and...
south.
Yeah. You can turn the camera, for example, north and look left or right and you will turn to face. Rather than following the, whatchamacallit? Yeah. Rather than strafing, looking in the direction of the camera, that's it.
Sid, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you Vogue Shock me during the first mana release?
In the first one? Okay.
I'm gonna try not using my hate combo. Just
Okay.
Tomahawk and Equilibrium.
Yeah, like Vala, you don't have to cast any heals during first phase. Just 1 Medica 2 and regen on tank.
Alright.
Should be enough.
It's real stack.
Remember the stack. Thunder is real. Thunder is real. And does Blizzard hate us? Blizzard
It
does not
doesn't.
hate us. Stay in. Remember to watch where the orb is if you don't have immunity. And Blizzard out of Thunder. And Blizzard out of Thunder. Sorry to repeat.
Swap.
I'll be done. Yes.
Hyperdrive.
Let me just burn the other thing.
Markers. Check the stop. Don't run too far away. And go back to your marker.
I was leaving that turn.
I messed up my tailwind.
I don't know.
Ember trying.
Fists of Earth.
Hit, red.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not even close.
Nope, no more. I'm out of it. I'm out of raised juice.
That's why I was also late on getting away from the thing.
That statue is the leg sweep, is this right? Everybody just forgets about it.
So yeah. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Is you getting yourself killed.
Alright, let's do one more and call it.
Aye.
I think Kate was fine this run. Cat got close one point, I think.
Yeah,
Take
that's just because I popped Lucid at a stupid time.
Charging?
It's real.
It's real. That first bit makes me wish I played somewhere. Staying. Thunder is fake. Overlap.
Say something about it, something.
Just the opener on this makes me wish I played somewhere. There's like 3 different openers for Red Mage, depending on what it is. And all but one of them are terrible.
Shit.
Front and get behind. He's charging. Thunder is real. Blizzard is real. Unfortunately.
That sucks.
Clear and out.
Both of them are real. Watch the orb if you need to. Remember to dodge both Blizzard and Thunder. Markers. Remember to watch the statue when we move. Look at the statue. Dodge appropriately. Back to markers. Arrow. Watch Ariel take.
Ariel, can you pop Tactician or something?
You pop replay.
Stack.
Fade. Yeah. Look at the statue. D side is safe. And we're gonna stack. Thunder is fake in the overlap.
I want to learn to tank this thing.
A home gun it.
Alright.
We can keep him here for the statue, but everybody stack up before the AoEs go out. Stack up.
Look away.
Look away from the statue. And check where you get tether to. Tether to
DPS
on the
out.
left, on the outside.
Yes, no.
Rip.
Yeah. You need to be all the way on the edge there.
Yeah.
Also, don't have sprint.
Yeah, if you sprint, you get into us quicker than killing us. Not a bad night.
Alright, thanks for coming, Nommed and Book.
No worries. Good luck. Thanks for the runs.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
I'll see if Dane wants to come tomorrow as sub-in, and if I don't find anyone.
Alright.
Right.
Again, if anybody knows anybody that would be interested in joining, send them my way. I know I'm asking every day, but
Yeah.
Getting any bites on Twitter, Albus?
No, nobody responded.
I retweeted it, but blah.
I mean, I can also post about it on Reddit, but Reddit.
I mean, there's the 14 recruitment for the subreddit. Try there.
What do we need?
melee. Ideally a monk or Dragoon, but could also take a samurai.
Samurai might be
ninja.
fine again starting next week. They might get the adjustment they talked about with 2.4.25.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be fine with a samurai, but I'd still prefer a Dragoon or thingy monk.
Mm.
Fire said he'd be fine with switching to samurai too, so technically we could take a ninja, but he's already invested drop wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I like Samurai. I do like the utility of Dragoon and Monk more though.
Then
I would definitely take a samurai as long as they're decent. It's just
Yeah.
they have to pull the numbers. Hallie could pull the numbers, so it was never a problem there.
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as you're fine at your job, just saying if we had the choice, I'd prefer it.
Alright, I'll see if I can find anyone who can help. I'm gonna head off now.
Right.
Have a good night.
So,
Thanks for looking in advance.
so I'll keep my eyes open, but I will be honest, the next couple of days my time may end up being invested into 15.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
party findering.
Alright.
And the problem is, they really don't know what they're doing with Monk.
Mm.
Like, every time it's just something different.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. A hot mess of a job.
Monk
That mess
started off in the same situation as Sam, where it just did damage and it was incredibly greedy. But now,
But even then, it wasn't
Yeah.
good.
well, it was. The only problem is its utility won out. If you could give Monk, it's like a black mage, if you could give them the turret roll in like, what was it, T8, and didn't give them any responsibility, they did stupid damage.
Yeah, but the thing is, once they released Ninja, Monk, you only brought it for Dragon Kick. That was it.
Dragon Kick, or yeah. And as soon
Even
as
if-
Dark Knight came out, you didn't need Dragon Kick anymore, so you didn't need Monk.
Even if Monk was doing the most damage, you would still benefit more as a group from a Dragoon or a Ninja.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could find its niche at the time elsewhere. Considering you didn't really need the strength down, because at the time all of the tank busters were magic.
I guess. I still think tackle mastery is the dumbest thing.
What does that even do?
Exactly.
Yeah, it gives you 30 potency. That's what it does. The other tackles don't exist.
What?
Well,
The
now since they buffed it, the wind tackle lets you get a free stack off of using it as an off global. You lose a little bit of potency because you don't get the Fist of Fire buff, but it lets you come out of phase transition, not needing to use perfect balance.
Wait, does the wind now give you stacks?
Yeah. It splits it into 265 potency tackles, and the second tackle gives you a free stack as an off global.
That's nice. I still... What are you doing with that job?
I think they're still trying to make it so, you know, they don't... They want to buff them, but they want to try it via doing something different, not just, here, have some numbers. I mean...
The thing that still confuses me is that Monk is the only melee that doesn't have a ranged attack in a situation where you just can't get to the boss.
Yeah, I was going to say that may have been because they got their tackle at an incredibly low level when the rest were getting their ranged attacks, but... Yeah, that's
Dragoon
weird now.
gets 2 gap closes.
isn't shoulder tackle like 35 or something?
It's... I thought it was lower than that.
It's 35.
They may have
25, you get
changed
it
it.
from job quest, I think.
It used to be shitty though, because you couldn't use it at point blank range. You could
Yeah.
only use it at 10 to 20 yalms or something.
Yeah, the entire point was it was their version of a ranged attack. It was a gap closer. You went to them, not you pissed a mob off and it came to you.
It was 1.0 leftovers.
Yeah.
Actually, here's a question. Now with Riddles of Earth, is there even a point of using Tornado Kick?
Whenever
Whenever
you're
gonna go untargetable and you lose stuff.
when you know you're gonna lose your stacks, basically.
Even with Riddles of Earth, if you lose them? Okay. Didn't know there were fights where you could lose them even with Riddles of Earth.
You'll lose it for Byaku's phase transition, and all Riddle of Earth does is it refreshes the timer, it doesn't give you stacks.
Yeah, but if you're already at 3 stacks...
There's also times like Ultras where I definitely throw a tornado kick on the boss before going to him.
I guess that's fair, especially with perfect balance now being 60 seconds.
I imagine it's iffy with the ghosts too. I think you definitely lose them after the chimney.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll lose them after the chimney, but as long as your tackle will come out of off a cooldown as you go in, so you can use you can form shift into Coral Stance and then wind tackle the ghost on the inside, and you'll instantly have 2 stacks, and then your rotation will be set up to put the blunt wind snakes and then your 3rd stack. Then you come out of the ghost and the trainer will already be there, and even if you're gonna lose him, you just PB.
It's been that fucking long since I've played Monk, I have no idea what the half of the shit is. What
You
the
don't remember the peanut butter?
Hmm?
You don't remember the peanut butter?
I remember perfect balance, but... that was it. Yeah, I leveled my Monk to 60... I think I did it mostly through dailies?
Vala was our statics monk for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I remember that because, do you remember when, is it still even in the game, the one that used to cross-class from Dragoon that increased your damage taken?
Blood.
Blood.
It's
Not
Dragoon,
that
Dragoon
blood.
unique now.
It's also not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah, I remember because it was on Clear that I used it a couple of times and got myself killed at bad situations like the force critter AoE it uses.
That were the funnest times. Just DPS dying because they pop blood for blood.
I remember when I was swapping the brand and would get it sometimes.
Hmm.
Because we didn't think Riku would do well with his face being blown off every 45 seconds.
Yeah. Fifth alt? How many fucking alts have you got?
Many.
Oh.
Do you all play them at like endgame level? I admire that you have so much time for that. I wish I had so much time.
What is this?
Honestly, the first alt is the hardest. After that, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Just another character.
Oh yeah.
Think of them as investments too, because you get to gear up everything sooner. And then
Hmm.
you don't have to care about tomes sooner. I make nice money off just turning in the silver pieces my retainers bring every day.
True, it's money over time.
I'm even lazy. I just run dungeons and buy glamour prisms with company seals from the drops. Those sell enough.
Yeah, it's like I can't even be bothered to run to stash it on my alt yet.
Leveling them to 50 is the worst part. After that, it's pretty okay, but it's getting to that 50 that's just a huge slog because you don't have the armory bonus.
Yeah, there's also that slog getting through Titan, then the whole 2.x 50 story takes forever.
Didn't they nerf that story so you didn't require the low-level dungeons and the guild heists?
You don't need the guild heists.
I
You
assume.
just don't need, what's it called? Karn. I made this character because I wanted to gear Bard, but like 4 people on my static had Bard secondary, so just like, yeah, okay.
I don't remember why I made my alt. Probably because I was bored.
I felt really awkward about it too, because everybody was like, there's no point in making alts, and so I was just kind of like, closeted alts.
Dude, that's what people said to me, and then like after like when Heavensward was coming out, they're like, "Hey, you want to come back to Excalibur and raid with our raid group on your alt?" And I was just, "Oh man, I thought like 3 months ago you told me that alts were pointless."
It's like, yeah, I can see the point. Like, mostly, some of like the endgame FCs, they do half and half alt runs just to get their jobs geared quicker.
Some of it is shits and giggles too.
Yeah, that and
Having fun with those jobs.
on an alt as well. If you have, it's like, I'll be honest, I'm doing the stupid thing. White Mage main at the moment. Leveling White Mage first on my alt. Can just help friends and random people without nerfing the chest count.
I've still been too lazy to do any Savage on Adrian since Delta Skate.
Same.
And
with me.
I'm extra lazy now after hearing that they don't kill any ghosts.
Ina, you.
Well, it's not
We
really
should.
that. They kill ghosts, but like it's not planned. They just like make sure one ghost is left over, sort of thing.
It just kind of happens. They don't try to delete the front one.
We should run together on our alts. Shared pain is halved pain.
I was gonna say, in before we end up having a full main static and full alt static, all the same people. Yeah.
Come to the alt side.
Not sure how it goes on Primal actually, because the raids that I plug is my Sargatanas character. And different data centers, they develop different like habits or like patterns and things. Sometimes it's really fucking annoying. Like I'll go to Aether to raid and like go on a raid and do it the way we do it on Primal, and then it's like what are you doing, you idiot? And I was like, the better way.
The way we don't lose uptime.
I remember when they made Party Finder Crossworld and Hallie and I were doing Thornton, and every time we got somebody from Leviathan, they threw a shit fit over being told to pick a direction for the ice and tethers.
What?
Because apparently on their server, they just did it all. Ices go to one side, tethers go to the other. They were just like, it doesn't work, and then we do it, and it would be all fine.
Wasn't it Primal that also came up with the ABC strat for Cerberus? Why the fuck did they?
Because it makes sense in people's minds, but it's completely unnecessary to have an entire party out dealing with the ads and chains.
Yeah, when you can just shove his when you can just shove his gob full of DPS, get the phase over with quicker, and only have one ad to kill.
It's okay. By the time Primal stopped doing that and just did DPS and belly, Aether was still doing ABC.
Bloody hell.
By the time Primal stopped doing it, it wasn't a thing anymore to do World of Darkness.
Yeah, and even if whenever I get World of Darkness through Alliance Ruler, I still have people like asking for ABC, the usual roles.
The only part of that I can really think is a good idea is that C-scalers take the chain. Having 6 people for that is nice.
Yeah.
As opposed to where you'd get people who they pick them up and they try to wait for that last moment. And then the transport buff wears off.
Yep.
And Cerberus wakes up and shit kicks the whole alliance.
There was wasn't I can't remember if that bug was around when if you healed the person with the chain it'd drop it.
I don't know if it was a thing there.
Yeah.
That might have.
Whenever I saw it dropped, it was universally just it timing out from being waiting until just before the Cerberus came back up.
Because I remember it was a thing during Alex, because I remember we found out that the fairy using an AoE heal was causing bombs to be dropped.
I made artwork and everything.
God, don't remind me of that. I forgot that happened.
I'm going to post that artwork.
I got so mad about that it tapped.
Yes, I couldn't remember if it was player actions or if it was only the fairy, because it was counted as a mob for some reason.
It was specifically the fairy.
Yeah.
I was like, Eos, why?
Now what did I name it?
Just remember saying, yeah, that'd be a perfect time to eat your fairy. Did that ability even exist in Heavensward, or was that Stormblood was added?
Yes,
Ah.
You didn't use it as much.
Aha, found it.
You didn't use it as much in Heavensward. It was more of a shit hits the fan cooldown.
Yeah. I need stacks now.
The time I first did an expert with Ina on Agent, I didn't know it was Ina. I was like, yeah, this guy could probably handle this pool.
With my fucking unupgraded law book and gear.
It was like, why? And I was just like, oh, I thought, wait, what?
What was I like?
You're like, dissipation, your time has come.
I needed more Lustrates.
The days when Lustrates was HP percentage.
I posted
It's
my
better
beautiful
now,
artwork.
though.
Yeah, it is.
I posted my beautiful artwork for you, Albus.
Uh-oh. I think mainly people were complaining about because they were remembering T5 and how it would ignore the healing debuff. When I don't think outside of an actual fucked up mechanic, we've not seen again.
Healing debuff?
Death Sentence puts a massive healing down on the tank, so the intended way to sort it was to tank swap. But you would just, like, put it this way, as I said, my first end of raid clear was on a healer, I was on Scholar. I'd be able to time an ad load to heal after the death sentence go off, but land before the debuff went out, so they'd have a full shield from it. And you could add low through it because it was percentage, and it didn't, and it ignored all debuffs.
And even now, there's still enough abilities that ignore healing debuff. Anything that's not a spell, will just ignore it.
It usually depends. It depends if it's an outgoing one or an incoming one as well. Usually incoming ones just lower the amount of healing you take. The outgoing ones, if they specify spells, then yeah. It's like Regress doesn't work on Asais or Tetra because their abilities not spells.
I'm pretty sure 99% of the healing debuffs specifically say spells.
I have to check because there's the general healing down, which
I don't know, a lot of
unfortunately
them
doesn't.
are just general healing.
Yeah. The point of them is to be a punishment, and yeah, add low you could technically get 9 through.
It's
But,
more that they're not really all that punishing.
Yeah.
I barely noticed them.
Mm.
Damage debuffs are definitely punishing.
Yeah.
Healing ones, I feel like they don't even exist half the time.
Alright, I am going to head off. I'm going to take a break before seeing if 15's finished. I might stream some of that later. So before I go to bed. Though I'm going to have to go to bed early today. Oh, yes, I will definitely be on time early tomorrow. Well, I'll be on time tomorrow as my bed is showing up in the morning. So yeah, like I said last week, I may be late.
Okay.
I'm going to head off. I will see you guys on tomorrow. And hopefully we can see God Kefka and go get our faces ripped off by him.
I expect a bunch of enrage. That might just be
Yeah.
being a pessimist.
We might see God Kefka tomorrow. We probably will enrage though, often than not. Sunday we should have a good shot at it though.
If everybody stays alive, we'll get it. But I do feel like we'll have that one odd death rerun.
Sid, God Kefka will be fun. You have to disengage a lot for one of his tank busters.
He targets 2 people, the main tank and the person furthest away, with fairly large AoEs, about twice the size of his base.
Just give me all the shielding. I'll do it.
Anyway, I need to head off. I will see you guys around. And I will be back in a bit with 15. See if it runs decent. Well, yeah, I can always turn the graphics down if it doesn't run that great. But yeah, I need to finish unpacking it first.